FMA series, what would you do?
Hughes would live longer. and would have much more lines.
Yes. Let's keep the promotion.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Keep the promotion without having to die for it. Yeah, totally. I mean, I think it's a great series, though, and I think it's a really good thing that he did die when he did. You know, I mean, even though it upset people, it made people really want to know what's going on with this, and you know, made the second season that much more watchable. You know, give it an impetus to keep going. Sometimes killing off a main character is a good idea, and it was a good thing for me too. I mean, I used to get a lot of convention invites, but when Hughes died, I started getting them all the time. Hey, let's bring that dead guy. And what's your question?
How is it finding out that they were gonna, Dragon Ball Z Kai, that they were gonna remake the anime?
Well, we're already recording it. You know, it's already on TV. It was awesome, you know, to actually get to do that again. And for those of you who've only seen it on Nicktoons, you know, don't be distressed if you think, oh, well, it's so edited and everything, but it has to be because it's for Y7. We're also going to be on the CW channel, and we're also, I think we're also going to be on Cartoon Network too. So there'll be all sorts of versions out there that you can see. It's kind of funny to see the Y7 version of Dragon Ball Z, because you would think it's impossible, and it kind of is. There's a scene in particular that really cracks me up. It's Gohan sees this slaughtered town of Namekians, and you know the line is, "Oh my God, they killed them all!" Right? But for Y7, you can't say that. So Gohan says, "Oh no, they put them all to sleep." So I guess for a child, that is a pretty scary thing. Nobody likes to take a nap when you're 7. When you're my age, it's like, oh, good, a nap.
Yes.
Kids don't like that. But the unedited version that we're doing is awesome, and it is far superior to the original, in my opinion. The acting is far better because we all have 12 years of chops under our belts. The writing is better because our writers have gotten a lot better too. And also the animation has been updated. The shows end on much more natural cliffhangers. They don't last, they take a week or two to have a conversation between two foes that are about to fight. They just go ahead and fight, which is nice. I mean, it's really far superior. And it's just cool to be able to do Krillin again, you know. I've been doing Krillin for 12 years. I never thought I'd be still doing Krillin 12 years later, you know. I can't wait for the next Dragon Ball Z incarnation when I'm 57, you know. Happy. Goku, where are you? I'm just gonna lay here and die. Kamehameha. Any other questions about old people? Yes?
As Hughes, could you do a rant about Alicia and getting Roy White at the same time?
About Alicia and Roy doing what?
Roy needing to get a wife.
Okay, well, I gotta tell you right now, I've got some great pictures to show you, Roy. Oh my God, you cannot believe the pictures I took of her this weekend. She was on the beach and she was wearing this cute little bikini, and I know bikinis may be a little bit too old for her age, but oh my God, she looks so adorable. And if you had a wife, oh my God, you could have a child too, and then you could start your own album, then we could share albums and trade them. Oh my God, let's do that, Roy. Let's find you a wife. Thank you. Yes.
How did you get into voice acting? Like, did you start working for American cartoons or Japanese cartoons?
Yeah, I was actually into theater, live theater. That's where my background was. And Funimation moved from using Ocean Group in Canada to Texas and had open auditions. And a friend of mine from the theater I was performing in, she auditioned and didn't get a part, but she said, oh my God, you do all these character roles in our theater productions, you should audition, you'd be probably pretty good at it. So I didn't expect to get a part because I never auditioned for a voice acting role ever. But I got Krillin, so it was pretty cool. But still, you know, Krillin dies quite a bit, right? So made it a part-time job for me. But then Cartoon Network had nationwide auditions for Toonami Tom. And they went through all of their studios, and I was one of the people they asked to come in to audition. Which was a really weird auditioning process for Toonami Tom, because what they gave us were VHS. You know what VHS is? Some of you may be too young to remember that.
I still use it to record.
It was like a really fat DVD. Okay? And it kind of worked the same way, just much slower and awkwardly.
And you had to rewind it.
Yes, you had to rewind it. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't just go, I want to go to this chapter. You had to go. Oh, yeah, go back up. Okay. And it was a DVD of Toonami Tom just walking along, you know, and doing different hand signals, but there was no suggestion as to what he should sound like. Well, he's a little robot, right? So all of us were trying to come up with robot voices and things, you know, that we thought would be appropriate. And I came into the audition. From Funimation, they asked for me, Chris Sabat, and I can't remember her name, the original Frieza, Linda Chambers. Yeah, and Linda Young now, I think is what her name is. But she, the three of us came in, and all of us were thinking that's what they wanted, some kind of robot voice. But what it came down to is that they said, no, we just want to hear your regular voice, you know. He's just, you know, and so Chris was really confused. He's like, what do you mean my regular voice? And so he tried something, and it was, no, that sounds too much like an announcer. We just want like a regular, cool, laid-back kind of guy, you know. And by the time they got to me, I kind of figured out what they were looking for. They were looking for a punk. So I walked in there and I said, okay, now this kind of pisses me off. And they went, what? And I said, well, I mean, I worked all weekend on this great robot voice, and you don't even want to hear it? And they went, well, I guess we could hear it. Fine. If you want to hear it, I mean, if you really want to hear it, I'll do it. And I said, okay, do it. And I did some stupid robot voice, and they went, that's terrible. And I said, I know, but I just wanted a chance to do it. And then I said, so what is it that you're looking for? And they said, I think you know what we're looking for. Because you've been giving it to us the whole time you walked in. And I said, okay. And so I basically got the part right away off of that. And when I landed that role, I realized that I had stumbled onto a career. You know, it had never been my intention to be a voice actor, although I dreamt of it when I was a kid, you know, because I was one of those kids who did all the impressions and things like that, and my father did voices and stuff, taught me how to do Donald Duck when I was 4 years old. So, but to actually, you know, do that for a living was just something that didn't really happen. So it was amazing to have that as an opportunity. And at that time, you know, I was still struggling to make it as a comic book artist, you know. I'd had 12 books published, and that was my main goal. But to land as a voice actor was pretty remarkable.